Amin, Be True with Rue. I would like to welcome my amazing guests, who I've been wanting to get on the show for the longest. They have been wanting to get on the show for the longest. Like, Rue,
Yes.
I mean, when? Say when. Like,
No, really.
like really. Like,
When do
I
you
can
want
show
me?
you the DMs. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, because, I got to take off work and stuff, so just let me know, Rue. So, we finally have the amazing Jay.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. AKA, what is it, the bad bitch? The bad bitch coach?
The real something, girl.
The something on, like the bad bitch coach. We're going to get into that. But, so you are in the acting world. You're
Yes.
also a model. I just saw a video of you dancing. I was like, I didn't even know they were a dancer. Like, you're a dancer?
Yeah.
Podcast host, the, what is it, the Fantasy Experience?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll delve into that as well. So I just shared a couple things, so give me a couple more. I know you, what else you do up in there?
So, just like you said,
Okay.
I am a person of all trades. A person of all trades. I am a model. I am an actor. I am a dancer. I used to dance at my high school, Dr. Mary Wise Junior High School. What up, Wise?
Hey.
They acting a fool, but we okay.
Is that in Baltimore? What is that?
That's in
Never heard of that.
Upper Marlboro.
Okay, that's why I ain't heard of it.
PG
I'm like,
County.
wait, where is that?
In PG County. What else do I do? I think I'm an advocate. They done made me an activist. I was like, oh,
Okay, activist.
what's going on here?
Fight the power. I love it.
I am a feminist at heart. I love my black women. Now I might not want a black woman, okay, but I love my black women, okay. Yeah. I think that's about it for me.
I love how you worded that. You'll say I don't want one, but I love y'all though.
Look, it was built for a woman, but made for a man, okay?
That part, that's how I feel. I'm saying, I can agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. Like, okay, I love my black man, but yeah, I'm good. Okay, so, let's see. What made you want to get into the entertainment industry? Was it from like a childhood? Was it?
Actually, I feel like, how can I word this? The reason why I wanted to get into that world of stardom, if you will, because I love modeling. I was modeling in high school when I had the chance, and I felt like that wasn't out for me when I was younger. My aunt, I love her dearly. Hi, auntie.
Hey, auntie.
She was like, oh, he won't be a chef.
No.
Oh, he won't be a this. He won't be a that. And then it most definitely flipped the script because then I went to Coppin State University, CSU.
Shout out Coppin, that's my alma mater.
CSU, period. And my major was criminal justice. I was like, you know what? I think I want to be a lawyer because I love to argue.
Okay.
I love to argue. I
that.
love to make my point across. But when you are a lawyer, you have to understand that it is okay to want to have your point across, but you have to be able to reciprocate and actually understand what someone is saying to you. And so I was like, you know what?
I don't want to get into that part.
I'm like, well, I like talking a lot. My mouth always running. So I'm like, let me see what's going on over here. And then actually, they have practice tonight. I love my modeling agency, Towson Universal Models Inc.
Okay, Towson.
The head founder, Iran Bang Garcon, and Vice President Aaron Mother Handy, they actually helped me with a film called Fighting to Be Me, a Gwen Curry story that is on BET Plus.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
And I was doing something, and I was texting Father. I was like, Father, I need something. And he said something, but all in a nutshell, he was like, this is your element. You was comfortable in this element. This is your space. And then when I met Ari Camp Productions, I actually met them at Pride. I met them at Pride, and they said they love my aura. They love how I'm just going at it with this mouth. This mouth was vicious, but it was adulted, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I think that's what really made me. And then when I went into modeling, it was, what do you really want? And no one really asked me that. Like, what do you really want? Who are you really living for? Why are you here? What makes you want to keep coming? And I was like, well, I want to model. I like modeling. And then I also was like, in the back of my head, I want to be a person that walks New York Fashion Week one day. I want to be a person that walks Paris Fashion Week and DC Fashion Week.
Speak all that into existence.
Because no shade to my size 2 girls. I see y'all everywhere, but we don't
Pretty
see
much.
we don't see my size 16, 18,
Right.
22 girls. We don't see them. And so for me being a little on a thicker side,
Right.
a little thicker side, I was like, I want to see me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's going to be someone like me that's
Right.
younger than me that wants to do the exact same thing as me. And so that was my strive, me wanting to see me.
I love that. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
all about representation. Like,
Yes.
I love that.
That is a strong
That's
thing
a
for
dope
me.
ass story. Okay. All right, so delving a little bit into your activism, since you're talking about you wanting to see what do you do with that?
So I didn't even know that that was a thing I was doing until I was about to walk for a DC fashion show, and they wrote this bio about me, and the first thing I seen was an activist and an advocate for the LGBTQIA community, and I was like, oh, okay, well, what did I do?
Right.
But then I realized that I'm always trying to support. I'm always speaking out when I have a chance. And then when I was on my podcast, the Fantasy Experience podcast, I was always either talking about relationships or I was talking and going indulge with the topics that nobody wants to talk about at the dinner table. But we gonna talk about it on there. You know what I'm saying? So it was during, I want to say, either the middle, if not close to the ending. Well, we still in COVID, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But
you said COVID?
yeah,
Okay.
I saw this video and it bothered my spirit so much. It was this trans girl, and she was at a convenience store shopping or doing something, and it was a herd of black men,
Okay.
and then it was black women that were trying to jump this one person. I'm like, what is going on over here? Like, what happened? So then I dived deep into it, and I'm like, oh, so they just doing this to make themselves look good. And I'm like, I don't like that. And then it was another situation actually in Baltimore. I don't think I told you about this, but I know for a fact I spoke about it because I was so enraged. It was a trans woman. She's an older woman, and you know, in the community, sometimes we don't know how to turn stuff off. So she basically was like, "Excuse me, my love," to the guy. He was a black guy, and he started throwing milk cartons at her and fighting her. And I know she was addicted, but you don't do stuff like
This
that.
was somebody said, "Excuse me, like what you want to say? Move, bitch!" Like,
because she said, "My love,"
weird, right?
And then you have it in your mind, oh, I ain't gay. I ain't this, I ain't that, I ain't a punk, don't get at me. I ain't a sissy, I ain't a fag.
Right.
Ain't nobody called you that. All she said was, excuse me,
Me,
baby.
love. Like, you
That's
hear
all
my
she
way?
said.
Damn.
And you did all of that, and that's what really enraged me. But then, I'm not gonna lie, my community is getting beside themselves. It's the new girls. It's this trend on TikTok, and I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it with all my heart. It's this trend like exposing the DLs or something.
Oh, and then like they show their pictures
And I'm
or
like,
something, yeah.
is y'all
I
crazy?
think I thought they gonna get people killed out this bitch. Or
Like,
they gonna
y'all
get
don't
killed.
understand. Like,
yeah.
this is DLs are not nothing new.
Yeah,
Let me be clear. DLs are not nothing
Right, look right in the
new.
camera.
Okay, DLs has been here
Not
since the
at
beginning of
all.
time. Okay,
Mhm.
so when you do stuff like that, it's like now you're feeding into why they do what they do to us, and then y'all wonder why we don't have no one in the back burners for us. And then it'd be the girls, oh, I support y'all, and then they right behind their man fighting us. You got to pick what side of the fence you want to be on. You can't keep straddling. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole dynamic for the whole activist piece of what I was doing, because I was enraged. I was mad. I was angry because I'm like, okay, this is something I don't want to keep seeing, because no one talks about the trans girls that are dying. No one talks about the gay guys that are dying. No one talks, especially the trans girls. And one thing I support all my trans girls. And one thing I want to see is the gays getting along with the trans girls. I don't know what it is with it the
they don't
gay.
get along?
For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. The butch queens and the femme queens is not getting along with the trans girls.
Right.
And I'm like, what We all want the same.
Right.
Or am I tripping? Like, what is going on?
I guess the bottom of that. I don't know.
I don't know. The perfect thing I like to say whenever I hear this little simile and metaphor is like, okay, Baltimore don't like PG County people, and PG County people don't like Baltimore people, and I'm like,
Not
what
at
the
all.
hell is
It's
going
funny.
on?
You be like, no, Baltimore's not in the DMV. It's
And I'm
DMV
like-
and then Baltimore is separate.
In the back of my head, I be trying to figure out how that happened because my mama is from Southwest Baltimore,
Oh, okay.
and my daddy from Seat Pleasant, Maryland.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, how the hell
Wow.
did that happen?
Don't happen. We don't mix. Just like Baltimore's not a part of Maryland. We don't claim Maryland.
What is it, vinegar and oil?
Right, pretty much. Baltimore is its own entity, and then you have Maryland over here.
I'm like, oh, I see the girl. Okay.
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 That's hilarious. So you've walked in several Pride shows. What was it, the one you said, DC?
Yes, it was the DC Pride show that I
Okay.
walked in, and then To Me, or Models Inc., that is known all over the DMV area, but was founded in DC in 2006. They had their Barbie Land. That was my very first show. I walked with Models Inc., and people were talking about it for years. And it was only 2 years ago.
What did you model? What you had on? Was it what you had on? Was it the?
People were just talking about the show,
Okay,
regardless.
okay.
And that was something that actually made me sit in my feminine side, because
Okay.
I wasn't really comfortable with like wearing dresses and stuff. And Models Inc., they didn't force it; they
Okay.
made it known. You know, if you don't want to do this, you know, we can find something else for you.
Right.
But I want you to understand that there's a statement piece with what you're about to put on. So I was like, oh, okay.
It was a dress?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a pink dress. It was Barbie Land themed, so I was wearing a
Okay.
pink dress. I had blonde hair, silver stiletto boots. It was something different, but it was a statement piece. And it was like, oh, okay, I see where we're going here. Well, let me keep on going.
Right.
So
All the way.
I did that, and then I went on to doing bigger things. Still going on to doing bigger things, and I'm just excited. Like, we have a fashion show coming up in December.
Yay.
I'm
That's
excited.
what's up.
Very much so excited.
Where's that one at? Is it local or?
It will be in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yes,
Got you.
it will be in Baltimore.
That's what's up. Congrats. I know
Thank
you stay
you.
booked and busy.
I be trying.
Booked and busy.
I be trying.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your, what is it, fantasy?
Yes.
Experience.
So
first of all, I thought it was about sex. I was like, ooh, the fantasy experience.
Everyone that whenever they hear that title, they're like, oh, are we talking about different sex positions?
Right.
And
Okay.
how we get down in the
Ludicrous.
bedroom?
What's your to see?
And right.
To see.
And so the break of my podcast, that was supposed to be the intention.
Okay.
But when I started in COVID. Everything always started in COVID.
But a lot of people like really started everything in COVID. Like almost all my guests are like, it started in COVID. Like, we didn't know what to do. We all thought we was gonna die too. So you was like, let me just go ahead and live my dream before I die.
So when I started in COVID was the brink where the black community, they didn't want to talk about it, but COVID made it known that we have mental health issues. And so, you know, in the black community, I get to say this because I'm black, we used to be like, what stays in the house, what goes on in the house, stay in the house. We don't go to therapists. Therapist is not for the black people.
Right.
So when that happened, I was like, okay, well, let me see what I can do, right? Let me shed a little bit of light, right? So when I started the fantasy experience, we talked about any and everything. Even though we were inside, we were outside. Okay.
I love that. Give me some examples. What's some topics?
My
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. So a topic that we had was, what was the topic that we
I need a
had?
juicy one because it sounded like it was real like deep. Probably had your viewers crying and everything. I feel like.
No.
Was it heavy topics? It seems like it was. If it's mental health is heavy.
We had a topic about addiction and coping.
Okay.
And
like drugs or just addiction.
Addiction period.
Sex,
so people, and that's what we was talking about because we were trying to figure. Well, we were talking about it, but people was like, "Well, coping and addiction is the same thing." Well, not really.
Okay.
But then you have to see the root of why people are using addiction, why people are coping. What are they coping?
Right.
Some people are coping grief. Some people are coping with their trauma. Some people are coping a lot of things, and you have to figure out, well, okay, coping is this. I cope with alcohol, but knowing the difference between having one drink a day, one drink a week, one drink a month, one drink a year.
True.
So you have to, or one drink an hour. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference for me, in my opinion. That was one of the biggest things we were talking about because there was a lot of stuff going on. People were dying left and right. We had the whole George Floyd situation, Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
It was a lot of stuff going on, and people was enraged, and everyone was dealing with stuff differently. I know in the right after COVID, I was trying to cope with a lot of stuff. Um, Leaving out of 2023, going into 2024, I found out one of my close friends I went to high school with got shot and killed only an hour into the new year. And I love her. I love her mama. I love her sister. Her sister is actually a part of my old high school modeling team, Fame Model, so I'm proud of her. But with that being said, it was a lot that happened. My friend, she died. She passed right after that.
That's another friend?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, same. Okay. I was like, man.
Right after her, my stepfather passed, and then right after him, another friend of the family passed, and at their funeral, a close friend of mine got shot in another state. So I was like, okay, what in the heck was going on?
All the same damn year? Yeah.
Now just picture all in the same month, not even into February. So I'm like, okay, God, I need you to to stop real fast, because what is going on? So I'm gonna admit I was drinking. A bar would know my face. It's this one bar I met my close friend at. I love my friend to pieces.
Right. See, it was the reason you had to drink to meet your friend.
I did. I met him. I met Keontae. And his birthday was just the night that he had a ball.
Oh, happy belated birthday!
Happy belated birthday, Beth. We met hours before the ball dropped, and we just instantly clicked. Oh, wow. So, and I'm surprised. At first, my intention was not to be friends, okay? Right. But it turned into friends, and I enjoy his friendship. But with him, with the whole alcohol situation, we were known. Like, when I say we were known, we would be going into that bar probably every other week, every other day of every other week, or every weekend. And it got to the point where, okay, James, fall back. Right. What is going on? What is the real root? Why are you doing all of this? And I was talking to my stepmom, because I'm like, I just need you to pray for me, right? Because she was like, well, what's going on? I was like, it's just too much going on. Even if it didn't feel like it was too much going on, it was a lot going on in my mental, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Something is not right in this pot. What is going on? And I couldn't put my finger on it. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's because I'm not coping with this. Maybe it's not because I'm grieving this well. Because to this day, I still am grieving. People don't have a time step on grieving. With me, the way I grieve is keeping myself busy so I don't have to deal with it. But then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just go out for a drink. Maybe I'll just, indulge a little. And people don't understand. That's how people block their grief sometimes. But you have to understand how to manage and maneuver. And my thing with me, I hate to put him on blast like this, but I was like, I do not want to be my father. I do not want to be my father. That's real. Because my father would be like, oh, I know my cutoff, but wouldn't cut off. I'm like, I'm not going to be like him. I want to be a person that is knowing, that is willing, that is wanting to live outside of myself and be able to tell people, it is okay. It is okay to fall. Don't be scared to fall. But people are going to want to hear how you got back up as well. People are going to want to know how you failed, what experiences you went through, because you don't know who you're going to be talking to. Within that whole time, I became homeless. You didn't know that.
Dang, you just want to do it.
I became homeless. I was like, I do not want to be at the shelter, because I'm like, when I was younger, I used to hotel hop with my mom, and I don't judge her for what happened. That made her more of a woman. That made her more of my mother. She is strong, and I love her for that. But I was like, I don't want no one knowing my business. I was ashamed, but I knew that I had to tell somebody else, because somebody else is probably going through the same thing I was going through. Okay, well, you was homeless, but what did you do? How did you get out of that? Where did you go? Did you have to do, because you know what I'm saying? People, the way you live is the way you live. And so you have to figure out, is that the reason why you became homeless? Are you able to go to somebody? You don't know how to maneuver in that. And the only thing that kept me sane was that you gotta get up. You gotta get up. And I was talking to somebody else, and he was leaving some venue, and I remember I saw him still from the store I used to work at. I was like, boy, why is you? Didn't I tell you I want to see you out here again? He was like,
wait,
well,
while you was working there?
he stole. I was working at Marshall's, and I remember I went to this. We had this premiere at something. I forgot where he was at, and I seen him, and he was like, "Oh, you're going." He was one of the DLs. He was trying to flirt, but I was like, What do you have to put to
Right.
You ain't got nothing for me, baby.
Standing.
But I was like, I'm not trying to see you back out here like this. What's going on? I need you to get yourself together. He's like, well, how do you do it? First, find a AA meeting. Find something. Find your first step.
Right.
And people don't understand. Some people are just out here just wanting to get help, but they just don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know how. And so that was another thing we would talk about on the fantasy experience, how to try not to put people down. Because I know in this day and age, everyone thinks you're supposed to have the finer things in life, which you are. You should feel like that.
You should.
But I don't want you to feel like you have to flaunt and fake it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud enough to say I ain't got everything. I'm proud enough to say I'm not all that in a bag of chips. Now in my mind, in my delusion, I am that BICCH.
In my mind, I'm a millionaire already. So
in my mind,
I mean, my paychecks and stuff don't reflect that.
Right.
You know?
The paychecks might not be clearing that way.
Right
But if I manifest and I talk my way through it, and if I work hard for it, my philosophy is I work hard now so I don't have to work hard later. I work hard now so I don't have to work hard later because I'm gonna get older.
Right.
My body is not gonna work the same way.
Right.
Okay, my knees is not gonna work the same way. It's just not. Well, it could, because you see Angela Bassett out here still doing what she's doing. She look good for her age too.
She does.
But back to the story.
Black don't crack. Black don't crack.
No, not at all.
Unless you do it.
Mm,
I'm just saying.
girl, we not even gonna get into that.
It
But yeah, that was the main thing. And I also was talking at a panel at Coppin State. It was a mental health panel.
Okay.
And that was around the time I was actually going, surprisingly.
Right.
I was like, oh, I'm doing this. Yay! I was psyched. I was like, oh yeah, I get to talk to people. They ain't gonna tell me what to do. Da, 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 da. There's rules to being on a panel now. There's rules to being on a panel. And I ain't wanna follow that one rule. But one thing I was telling people was to never give up, because you gotta think of it. Yes, it's the fall down. Another thing that you can think of is a roller coaster. Right before Six Flags shut down, you know.
Shout out to Six Flags. Teardrop.
But, you know, you could either think of the Superman, the one that always got stuck. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always use that because they would do the test runs. They would always do the test runs, and it would work for that minimum of time, and then it would stop working. You need to put that into your life. Okay, you're doing this for this amount of time. You think you're doing it correctly. Because in your mind, you think you are going the right way. But I need you to understand that you keep going and getting stuck. How are we going to get out of that? How are we going to get out of that? You get all them cranks, and then the mental health comes in, and then the work comes in. If you got kids, the kids come in, because I know y'all get tired of your kids. Y'all be like, I told them kids to put them shoes upstairs. I done told them to clean up their room. They not listening. God, why did I do this? You know?
All these times,
they be like, you was really my broke best friend. What do you want from me? But you gotta see the cranks and everything that you're going through and see how to get down. One thing my grandmother, before she passed years ago, this is when I was around 8, 9 years old, she told me God gives his strongest soldiers the toughest battles.
Pretty much.
And at that time, I'm like, Patricia, what is you talking about? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, I was not understanding at that time. I was like, what does that mean?
I told God, take me off that list. I'm tired of being on your toughest shoulders list. I
What-
want off. How do I sign my way off of that list? But
What,
go
do-
ahead. I ain't mean
what
to
does that
off.
mean?
I'm tired of being on that damn list.
What do you mean, God? What?
No, what do you mean? I don't know, but I've been on that list my whole life.
So then I finally realized you are going through all these tackles, which is a part of your testimony, and you feel like you about to give up. You feel like you want to give in. You are just tired. You're over it. You don't want to
Pretty
do it
much.
no more. And you got to think back to the roller coaster. You going to all them crinks, and then you get up to the top. You at the top now. You just about done. You
Right.
done. You don't want to do no more.
Damn what?
But now you got to see, are you want to keep going? Because now that roller coaster ride about to be fun for you. That's when you go into your peace. That's when you go into your prosperity. That's when you go into your blessings. Sometimes you block your own blessing, and you don't even know. Because God is saying you, and this is for everyone that believes in God. I don't care if you believe in God, Jesus, Allah, the universe, a higher being. This is for anybody. You are going to be like, well, why ain't this working? Why ain't this helping? Why ain't this? Why ain't this that? And then you got to think, okay, well, what am I doing? Is it something I'm doing? Is it the people that I have in my circle? Because God is ready to give it to you.
Yep.
But are you ready to receive it? Sometimes we ask for it and we're not ready to receive it. So one thing I always say, I say, God, whatever negatives in my life, take it out. Shall it be a person, place, thing? Take it out.
Too. You be like, dang, why that person? Oh, I made that prayer.
You take it out.
Yeah.
And it be the people that you be loving the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
The people you be loving the hardest. And you like, God, wait, I wasn't ready for this. Wait, hold on.
Loved the hardest, did the most for, and got
Pause on the play. What is going on?
Yep.
And so I would get hurt. So I used to stop saying it. And that's when I was down the baddest. I was down the baddest when I stopped saying it. Because it was like, okay, I don't want to keep losing these people because I love them.
Right.
But to my knowledge, I didn't know they was doing me wrong behind the curtain. So I was like, okay, how do we move forward now? Okay, I guess I'm going to take this out of my life. Okay, you need to stop telling people what you about to do. And that was the main thing with me. Oh, I'm about to do this. Oh, I'm about to be in a movie. Oh, I'm about to do... Shut up.
You don't know who watching with that evil eye.
Stop talking.
Yep.
Stop telling people what you about to do because now you're not going to get that privilege of doing it. I'm going to take it away because you didn't know how to move in silence.
Right.
So it was just that. I just got to move in silence sometimes.
I love that. Gotta move in silence. Just pop out on it.
Bianca, darling, a phone is about to die.
I know, I was just looking at that. Like, yeah.
No, what's
See,
wrong?
she ate that bottom one.
It's, yeah.
Hold on, I'm not gonna turn it up, but it's low power.
I know it was
While
a
we're on
lot.
Bianca. No, that was a lot. I was like, but while we're on Bianca, shout out Bianca in her beautiful studio.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Bianca.
She be doing her thing
Period.
all the time. Make sure y'all check out, what is it, the Recipe Podcast?
This one on the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom. Recipe Podcast, what is it at? 7:30, right? 7:30 Thursday?
7:30 on
7:30 on Thursday.
Oh, y'all be cooking.
Yeah, well, not me. She has a co-host. It's a male, two male co-hosts.
Oh, let me
Sometimes her
find
wife
out
is
you
on
need a
as
guest.
well.
Come
Yeah.
on the road.
Her wife,
Come
Shay
on.
from around the way, be on as well. So,
Yeah.
Let me find out you need a guest.
Right. So yeah, shout out Bianca.
Why don't you, since my podcast is called The Recipe, why don't you tell everybody what the ingredients to the recipe of you is?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, we got a little spam.
Okay.
Did you put the little battery? Did you put the?
Oh, did I not hit it though? Because
Mm.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
get in there.
What's the recipe to you, Jay?
Ooh, that was good.
I know. I didn't
that
expect that.
that was
Damn.
good. The recipe to me: love,
Okay.
pain, healing, frustration, anger,
Mm-hmm.
willingness, faith.
That's easy. You was
Movement.
right. You said movement?
And voice.
Snap. What's a little,
I say
pocket?
voice because sometimes people forget their voice in everything that they do.
Mhm.
And they don't they don't acknowledge themselves. They speak of themselves in third person, or they don't speak of themselves at all.
Right.
I'm not that little kid no more. You gonna hear my voice. You gonna hear me yell. You gonna hear me holler. You gonna hear me cuss. You gonna hear me rant. You gonna hear me rave. You can hear it all.
Who won't stop me?
Right.
I love that. I love the voice. Yeah, I definitely lost my voice when I was younger. I've lost my voice.
I think all of us. I think all of us lost our voice some part in time when we were younger.
I do think we're breaking that generational curse though, because I know there's a lot of these kids. Their voice is too loud. We be like, all right, now pipe down. Like,
no, I seen a video of this girl.
Though.
She was over here talking to her grandma. I was like, if it was me,
bruh, I'd have been knocked in the next week. Like these
knocked
kids,
in the next week. We would have been at Marshall's funeral home. Okay, what is you doing? But no, and I feel like the pathology. The generational curse that keeps coming, that keeps going, that keeps coming, that keeps going. And one thing for me, I used to despise my father. I'm not gonna talk too much into it.
Why? Is Pop still alive?
I don't care.
Oh shit, my bad. Ooh. I mean, hey, be true but rude. That's what we do.
I'm gonna be honest, and I feel like there's a kid that is like me that is needing to hear this. My father's thought process was, I am a good parent because I am supposed to be doing 3 things that the law has told me to do. Put a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table. That is a pathology that keeps going on and on and on. Even if you don't think it is. Yes, that is something that you are supposed to do by law. But what kid is going to be like, Daddy, Mama,
Right.
No, they looking for the love. They looking for the laughter. They're looking for the fun. Not the once every blue moon we do what you want to do. That's not fun. that's not fun. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you that's a pathology, and I was like, not with me. I'm going to break that. I'm not going to do that with my nieces and nephews and godchildren, because trust, I have a lot. And I'll be like, wait, when did I have another? Wait.
That's gonna say something about you and your character, though. If everybody, you got a lot of.
And that was one thing. That was one thing that. I'm just gonna say people because I'm not gonna say their name again. That was something people were saying. I'm not loving. I'm not caring. I only care about myself. I'm selfish. Actually, no. I would do a lot for a person, and people don't really. And it's not for people to take. And I don't do it for the accolades. I don't do it for the acknowledgement. I do it because I want to.
Right.
I feel like if I give out, I'm gonna give back in 10 times fold. That's what I was brought up for. And so I'm not gonna put. That's one thing I had to shy away from with a friend, and that's another thing. You got to learn your friends from your associates, because everybody's not your friend. Now that's one thing my daddy did say. Okay, he was good. He was good for that. Everybody ain't your friend.
Right.
Everybody ain't your friend.
Everybody is not your friend.
And I used to be mad at him. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? That's my friend. No.
Nope.
That's your associate.
Right.
That's your associate. You have that one friend that you know you cannot bring around. You have that associate that you know you do not talk to.
We learned a lot with Jay.
Well,
he told me today that we're going to talk.
We're going to talk.
We're going to talk.
Look,
I was like, damn, I was just going to let you have. Hey, you did that.
Look,
I appreciate you.
Rue kept me in the closet. She done brought me her favorite toy out today, honey.
Sure did. And did. That's funny. All right, so what advice would you give to one that's maybe, we'll stay on the voice topic, struggling to find their voice? What advice would you give to that person? Whether they're young, old.
If you are older trying to find your voice, I need you to go back into yourself, close your eyes, and go within your heart and figure out what is broken, right? Because I'm gonna admit, my older generation, they didn't get the, we going to therapy, we get, and majority of them, if they are still living, which I know majority of them are, they grew up in a time where segregation, racism was very strong, very hard. I need you to go within yourself and figure out what what happened, why, what is going on. For some of them, it's going to be, I was whipped. I was told not to talk. For some people, it's going to be, well, I was molested. And I was told if I did talk, so-and-so would do so-and-so. For other people, I was abused. You have to figure out what is the root of your silence. Once you get to the root, that's when you can do the work. It is not as easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It is not as easy as, oh, I'm gonna do my hair, I'm gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna go out, boom. It's a process. You have to go through the work. And when you start feeling as though it's getting too hard, it's getting too heavy, that is when the work is really kicking in. When you feel like you just want to burst out into tears, that tear has a sound. Let that sound out. Let that fear that you had out, that emotion that you have inside yourself, let it out.
Right.
For that younger person, if you are searching for your voice, I'm going to use me for an example. If you are a person, I'm not going to say if, I'm just going to say hypothetically speaking, you're a person that goes to school that is loud and obnoxious at times and wanting to carry a smile all the time, that is a mask. Ooh, it's about to get heavy. It's about to get heavy.
We got tissues.
I want you to, not physically, but I need you to fight. Because you are drowning in tears, you are drowning in hurt, you are drowning in pain, and you are at the age where you can speak it. Now, I know for my little ones, y'all was like, oh, my daddy and my mama won't beat the H-E-2 hockey sticks out of me if I say something. Yeah, well, look, I don't know what happens in your house. I can only speak for, you good, I can only speak for the vague majority. When you are looking for your voice at a young age, I need you to not find that friend that you think is going to hold all your secrets, because they're not. I want you to write it down in a journal. I want you to journal it. What hurt you today? What made you angry today? If your mama said something that got on your nerves, what it was. If your daddy hit you, put it in the journal. I want you to do that, and I want you to read it. And then I want you to sit in it. I want you to sit in it because you're writing your emotions out, but you're not feeling what you're writing.
Right.
I want you to read every word. If you have to stop and just sit in it, I want you to stop and sit in it. I want you to sit in it because that hurt is something that you are wanting to feel. You're not willing to feel it because of pathology. And if you don't feel it, you're going to pass it out to someone else. I want you to sit in it. Feel it. Once you feel it, you're going to be able to have the courage to say, hey, mommy, hey, daddy, this hurt me. And if they're a person that, which majority is, with the pathology, and we're told a child don't have a say-so, but you about to hate me. A child is not supposed to have a say-so. A child is not grown, but then you have them raising the other siblings. You have them cooking. You have them cleaning. You have them not living as a child. Don't talk back to your mama, but like, you know what? Okay. There's a grandparent that is willing to listen, because there's a grandparent that wants to talk.
Right.
Talk to them. Trust me. The grandparent is different from the parent that was raising the other parent. The grandparent I got is not the same parent my daddy got. It's not the same parent my mama got. Because the grandparents are a little lenient with kids sometimes. They feel for the kids. I know that's the way my grandmother was with me. Both of my grandmothers. They will listen until they were gone. And I don't want you to feel like oh, you don't have a voice, because
Right.
it then gets sketchy because some people go so long without having a voice that they die from not speaking their truth. And so now they have all these things going on. Shall it be debt? Shall it be children not getting along? Shall it be children being enraged, being furious? And then that's when regret comes in. That's when frustration comes in, abuse comes in, because people don't know how to deal with it. So that's what I would say to the younger, older
deep.
person.
Dang. Well, that's deep. First of all, I just want to add something else to your resume. Therapist.
No, really.
I need you to tap into therapy, and I'm dead ass.
I am actually, well, it's not the
I can
same.
so see that for you. Have you ever thought of?
Of course.
I'm over here am I hosting or am I in a therapy session? Just
Listen.
and then what?
Listen, I
can see that.
healing.
Yeah.
I am willing to heal. You have to be willing to want to heal.
True.
You have to be willing to want to go through the work. With me, at one point in my life, I was not ready.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't ready. I'm gonna be honest. I was mad. I was enraged, and people don't understand. And this is not me turning into a white person, y'all. I'm just being honest. We have so much rage within ourselves. We don't know that is an emotion that we are trying to talk about. And the only way we know how to bring it, like for me, when I was younger, the only way I was able to speak was getting in trouble. But not understanding that getting in trouble wouldn't let them hear me, it would just get me in more trouble. So I was like, okay, well, I'm doing this wrong. So I would just be quiet. I was always captivated in my room. So I was talking to my best friend. I was like, I don't want to live by myself. Sometimes I do, and then sometimes I don't. When I was younger, I was like, oh, I'm a person full of people. I like being around people. When I got older, I realized I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that, but it's not because of them. It's because of what was instilled in me.
Right.
So that's it. It's really, everything in life is really pathology and generational. Shall it be generational wealth, generational blessings, generational curses? It's all passed down, and you have to figure out if you are the person in your family that's going to change it, keep it the same, or sweep it under the rug.
Yep.
Say nothing, and just pass it down. And then some people don't understand that they don't know what it is, and they don't see it.
Right. So, you know, I realized that it's also my parents' first time living as well. So it's like I try to give grace and just be like, okay, this is also your first time being a parent, your first time being whatever. So
Yeah.
but yeah. Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. This was heavy. This was a lot. How y'all
Oh,
learn
I'm
things?
sorry, y'all.
It got heavy on Be True with Rue. You were being all the way true. All right. So, real quick, what do you have? We gotta wrap up. So, unfortunately, I know it's that time. But what do you have coming up? And then I have one last question that I usually ask all my guests. So, what you got coming up? You told us about the fashion show.
Yes.
Okay. Your book and your therapy sessions. Yeah.
Yes. Some of them I can't say because I signed the contract. But
oh no, it's fine. Say what you can share with the people that are watching. Don't say nothing that's gonna get your NDA.
What I have coming up is, how can I word this? Theoretically speaking, laughter, love, growth,
Okay.
happiness,
Okay.
prosperity.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And continuing to use your voice.
Yes. And I'm actually, because you didn't ask, I want to ask the viewers out there, what would you say to your younger self?
That's what you're gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually the question that I end with.
Oh.
That's creepy. You watch one of my shows all the way to the end? that was creepy as shit.
Okay, well go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's funny. Wow. I was like, all right, I know you be following me, but damn, no, that's literally my last question that I always ask my guests is what? That threw me off. If you could write a letter to your younger self, what would you say? And you can go younger as far as people are like, what young? I'm like younger than like.
Oh, I'm gonna go all the way young.
Real young. You can go teenage years, whatever young, just younger than the age you are today.
If I'm writing a letter,
Yeah. Just what would you say?
okay. If I was writing a letter to my younger self, keep going. Period. Space, space, space. You are going to feel hurt. You are going to feel pain. You are not going to understand how to deal with it. You're going to be questioning a lot of things in your life and not understanding the answers. You're going to want to seek the answers, but don't know how to really seek them. You're going to want love, and you might not receive it the way you want it. Do not go outside of the realm trying to find it somewhere else that you shouldn't be trying to find it.
Mic drop. Well, thank you.
Don't go out the realm trying
Yeah.
to find it somewhere else you ain't supposed to find it.
Stay within the realm. I like that.
No, really, no, really, end with that. Stay within the realm.
Okay. Stay within the realm. You ain't learned nothing from this podcast today. That's what you. I love that. Just
And I'm gonna stop talking because I can go on and
man,
on.
that was deep. I know, like we gotta wrap it up, but I want to thank you so much for
Of
coming.
course.
This was amazing. Like I said, I got out of podcast host mode. I was in therapy mode. And me and my viewers are like, Rue was a little quieter today. I feel like I was taking it in more. Bianca's shaking her head. She's agreeing. Like I feel like I was just soaking it in more than like just bounce off you, bounce off. Like it was like a damn.
I ain't mean to take.
yeah.
I ain't mean to take
No,
over.
it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's fine. No, I'm all in. I'm so pro therapy. I did therapy for 3 whole years after my second divorce. So yeah, I am pro therapy. So no, I'm all.
I
for
remember
it.
something
But
you
thank
reposted. It was on Instagram. It was a funny reel that you reposted. It was something about being married to a man, knowing you like something else.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
knowing that you don't even.
girl, what is
Man,
you doing?
I done married 2 men. That's a whole nother episode. Marrying 2 men, knowing you don't even like dick. Yeah, so yeah, therapy, yeah, did me right and made me come out and be who I am and be true to myself. So, damn.
And that's another thing. I'm gonna say this in my eyes.
Go ahead, no,
I
you
swear.
good.
To my younger self and to everyone else, don't let people, shall it be parents, shall it be friends, shall it be foes, associates, whoever it may be, especially in the community, you're always, I know I was told, or people in my family were told by a certain parent, I'm not going to say which one, I'm going to let that be in suspense, but you know who you are,
We can narrow it down.
that I was going through a phase, I didn't know what I wanted to be, or the I love you, but I don't accept what you do. I love you, but I don't accept the route you're going. I love you, but it's always the I love you, buts. And then I was always taught everything before that but don't really mean nothing, because you slide swipe, you degrade, you subtract everything you just said before that but. So you really mean what you just said after the but, which is
Right.
I don't accept, I don't agree, I don't like, I don't want. And then you looking at yourself like, well, what did I do wrong? Right? So I want the younger self, I want the older self, because there are people that are in their 50s coming out, and
People that never
I
come
applaud
out.
you.
Yeah.
I applaud you, and I applaud you well. Because people are scared. People,
Mhm.
and that's another thing we were talking about on my podcast, people are not comfortable, people are not secure in their masculinity and in their femininity.
Right.
So they are scared of coming out, or they think people are trying to come onto them, and it's not just that. So I just want y'all to, take that into awareness. And I'm going to leave y'all with that.
That's a good one.
Make sure y'all tune into the Fantasy Experience Monday night, 7 p.m.
Come through Fantasy Experience. Make sure I tag that as well. Well, thank you again for stopping by
Of
and dropping
course.
so many gems, Jay. I appreciate you so much.
I love you.
Love you more.
I love you so much. Bigger than Big Deborah. We don't
Not
even mess
bigger
with
than-
Little Debbie
right,
no more.
Right.
Big Deborah. Okay.
But make sure y'all tune in 2 weeks. I'm going to have Jessica Revive on here. She is a author, an entrepreneur. She's a hairstylist as well. So just make sure y'all tune in and hear her story, hear all about her several books that she has. And yeah, I'll see you back in 2 weeks. I love you. Roost.
Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome.
This is dope. I was soaking it in, man. That was heavy. I didn't expect it to be as heavy.
My bad.
No,